it comes to the gift of discernment. I think that's something that God put on my heart, maybe because I'm autistic. I can tell when other people are masking.
You're not God's special warrior, okay? And your gift of discernment, I think you might want to start with yourself, but okay, continue on with your bullshit strategy.
Appear normal, right, to the neurotypical average person. So I could spot when somebody is faking it, when they are lying to people. And that's a blessing, right? It's a blessing. It's a good way to protect yourself. The issue is that I have the spiritual warfare inside of me of being an Italian from the Northeast. So I got anger issues, especially when I feel like not only am I being lied to, but the entire world is being.
So I'm going to stop you right there, kiddo. So you're calling yourself a social justice warrior. I hope you understand that, right? With, that high level of thinking, because that's what autism is. Shouldn't you really classify that? And words have specific meaning. Shouldn't that classify you as a social justice warrior? Funny, because it seems like the right only bitches and moans about social justice when it fits their politics. But when the left actually fights for social justice, that's a bad thing. But again, I'm pretty sure you have a solid point and you want to drive it home because of the fact you're playing on your autistic Italian identity.
Extremely dangerous. There are a lot of phonies in positions of power that they need to be nowhere near. I'll give you 2 examples off the top of my head.
None of whom are probably Republicans, but MAGA conservatives especially. But again, go on.
My head, right? Miss Rachel. I know this one is controversial, but that woman is lying to all of our faces. She'll sit there saying,
let's be clear, sweetheart, that Miss Rachel is actually a better Christian than most of you on the right, or grifters on the right like yourself, that claim to be Christian and actually fight for the values that Jesus have fought for. But as an atheist myself, because I personally think religion is a crock of shit, atheists are sitting here and they're also exhausted from having to tell you guys and remind you what it actually says in the Bible of love thy neighbor, feed the poor, and then there's some other important shit, but I'm pretty sure Trump's Bible that you bought for however fucking hundreds of dollars didn't go over that. But, then she goes on with the whole fucking word salad, that it's basically verbal diarrhea, and if you want to avoid getting actual brain cancer from watching that, you can avoid that part. But there's also a meltdown part in where she reacts to Zohran Mamdani's victory in NYC. Here.
be honest about who you are with the rest of the world. The same thing goes for Mamdani. There is no way you are going to look at the smile on this man's face and tell me that is a genuine smile. Everything he does is a walking contradiction.
And this is also where I'm going to stop you right there again, because let's be clear. You voted in somebody who has 34 felony counts, is an adjudicated rapist, and lost several thousand businesses because, yeah, he's a good businessman, but has 8 bankruptcies to his name. The 8th being the United States if you don't get your fucking shit together and get with the fucking program, you idiots. You claim to be he's a good Christian, but ripping away healthcare, Medicaid, and SNAP benefits, and then when he's getting his nuts twisted by the Supreme Court to actually fund SNAP, because we're in, what is it? The month of November, and this is Turkey Month where everybody gathers together for a Thanksgiving feast, and he's allowing families that are literally just trying to make ends meet. He's refusing to fund SNAP, but he needs a Supreme Court judge who, by the way, as a bonus, because you guys control the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and just as a bonus, you control the Supreme Court. Your own judge is telling you that you need to fund SNAP? Literally square that circle for me, kiddo. But let me just be clear. You are not a special snowflake. And that goes double for everybody that's on the MAGA side of things. And the other MAGA conservative shitheads on this app. So if you're going to sit on here next time and make a video saying that you're a good Christian, just cut your fucking camera right away, because you're just going to lie to people and just claim to care about things that you don't actually care about. And that is the sign of a fake Christian. Oh, and before you start having another meltdown about Mamdani's victory in the New York City mayoral race, before you sit there and cried and plead and have the world's smallest violin play for you, address the issues in your own backyard first. Because all I'm hearing is, he's globalizing the Intifada, which means revolution, by the way, not a G-side, which Israel is doing to Palestine, by the way. But I know you can care less about that because you're a good Christian. Here's the world's smallest violin, and then seethe, cope, and cry harder. Those tears are going to be delicious because you guys are going to fucking lose come 2026 and 2028.